Wow, what's up, people? Sometimes stop losses work. This is fantastic. What a sick day. This one's going out to all my new Monster Island fans. Listen to what goes on right here. Listen to all you Mothra fuckers. What's really great is that I thought maybe I was dating myself as far as the Mothra talk. And the Gamras and the Rodans and the Ghidras and the guy who wanted to know what the name of the metal Godzilla, that was Mecha Godzilla, I believe. Yeah, I forgot, right? Mecha Godzilla, and there was Ghidra, and there was the guy with the drill. He would go under that. I love the monsters. This one's Crystal Method, name of the game. Listen, all you Mothra fuckers. All right, we're having some fun right now. Stop losses, as I said, sometimes are for I don't want to say the word because I'm giving credibility to somebody, but they're for wimps. Stop losses are for wimps, but sometimes it's very handy. So I was buying Google at 500 because I couldn't imagine not buying it at 500 this morning, considering the stock was 600 just the other day, right? And I was amazed that it went it's actually 500. And Netflix, at certain price, it just became too, even though I think the stock's going to 180, 165, and possibly back down to $20 because eventually we're not going to need that. No one's going to want Netflix anymore because they're going to be charging you too much to stream the data. Netflix might not be charging you an exorbitant amount of money, but what's going to happen is that the Verizons and the AT&Ts and your Cablevisions and your Time Warners and your Comcast, they're going to charge you for getting the Netflix to your house, therefore putting a stranglehold on Netflix, and then somehow they'll just cut Netflix out of the deal. Comcast and AT&T, they'll just continue to do that. They'll build their own inventory. Next thing you know, Netflix will be a has-been company. Believe it. All right, speaking of Netflix, so anyway, stop losses, unbelievable. Anyway, I'm getting hurt. I thought maybe Netflix would just maybe hang in there, and I bought it on the way up at 214. Next thing you know, I'm getting stopped out at 210. Unbelievable. The Google, at least I put a stop where I would make up money on the thing. The price line, everything basically, I could have made a lot of money today. I made a very small, pequeño kind of money. Then my wife came in to talk to me. We're having a conversation. I see the queues are breaking down. I'm thinking maybe we should not have this conversation now. Maybe I should have went to work. We're also doing Evites. I'm turning 40, not 43. I said 43 will be a significant part in my life if we make it to 43. I'm only 40 now, and I'm very upset that somebody says I looked older than 43. Come on. And if you want to hurt my feelings, that's how you do it. You don't have to talk about the hook nose or the bags under my eyes or no hair. You just say that I look old, because that bugs me. I don't think I look that old. Maybe today I do. But you want to hurt my feelings, that's the way to do it. Call me stupid, that don't do it. You know why? Because there's a good portion of the people in America and around the world that are pretty much smarter than me. So on a scale of smarts, I'm right there somewhere in the middle. There might be stupider people than I am, but at the same time, if you call me stupid, I really can't argue because I am pretty stupid on a lot of different respects. But call me stupid for wanting to see Ron Paul and learn more about the guy. This is a learning experience, a think piece, if you will. I'm in learning mode. I want to know more about this Ron Paul guy. You know why I voted for Shamalama Nama Ding Dong. I'm a closet socialist and a communist. Also, I want to be a monarch as well. Socia-communarchy. That's the new thing to come. If they put that on the ballot, I'd be voting for that guy. Socia-communarchy. Because once I start writing my speeches and you see what I represent, you will realize that I might be a good ruler. Very good ruler. I will only, and we will have elections so many times. I'm sorry, we will have votes on everything that I want to do. Of course, if I don't really appreciate the way the vote came out, I will just thwart it and veto it. But I'm just sitting here stupefied about what's going on in this market. So anyway, the Qs are at 50. The market's coming to a screeching halt. No way, I'm not going to say there's any way that I thought this day would evolve into what it's evolving into, and I'm very upset about it because I refused to continue to trade. I had my money, I made my money, I didn't want to start chancing the market to sell off. I made some money on a long just now on the Qs when it touched like 50 and 25, made 20 cents on that. But the real money obviously is on the way down. Nothing trumps fear, and there's nothing more upsetting right now than a market that's full of fear. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to do. Back testing's not going to help you in this industry. And I want to appreciate all my new fans that came over from the H1 channel. It's just a crazy thing. I mean, I'm probably gonna stop smoking weed on my 40th birthday, but in this environment, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle not smoking weed. Maybe I'll just go back to lewds, but then I really don't have anything much to say. I just sit around with a little bit of drool and spittle coming out of my mouth when I'm on lewds, and that's no fun. Because Adderall was just way too nuts. Me taking Adderall, it's fun and all, because then if people try to outdrink me when you're on Adderall, I drank a 24-pack of beer on Adderall. I didn't even feel it. And the crazy thing is, once I let the floodgates go, I didn't take a leak for like 7 hours. I'm thinking, where the fuck are all these beers going? And then once I started taking a piss, I was up for the next 2 days just pissing. That was it. I couldn't fall asleep because every 20 minutes I had to go to the bathroom. Fantastic stuff, that Adderall. Yeah, it makes you think clear for a while, but then you realize that, wait a second, I haven't slept in 2 days, and you start breaking out on your back. It's a vile, vile thing. So, back to the weed, it seems like that's the way to go. It's good. It's earthy. All that bullshit that people say when they talk about smoking weed. Nah, it's from the earth, man. I don't do any of your chemical shit, bro. It's from the earth. Whatever the case, it's a drug. You could get addicted to it even though people don't think you can. Look at my face, I'm telling you. I don't know what I would do if I had to stop smoking weed. And I'm going to test that theory. Another thing I'm addicted to is the coffee. About a couple years ago, I tried quitting weed, coffee, and cigarettes all in the same week. I got called into the office of the manager. And he's like, hey, you look upset. Everything all right? He's like, no. I said, everything's fine. He's like, why? Because you have tears rolling down your face right now. I was crying. My body was like shutting down on me because it needed something. It needed some sort of stimulation. So now we're in 7 minutes into this video right now. Have I made one point? I wanted to talk about back testing. Back testing. Somebody was asking me about back testing. Okay, as far as back testing is concerned, now when you open up a mutual fund or you get in a relationship with a broker or any of that stuff, you always hear the same thing. Past results are not an indication of future results. Sorry, past performance are not an indication of future results. Basically, that's what backtesting is to me. Now, when you say backtesting, okay, I really don't exactly know what that pertains to. I know there's formulas that you plug into your computer, and there's different ways of backtesting certain strategies. But the thing is, when the market's in flux like this, the strategies pretty much go out the window. Everything that's worked one day doesn't work the other day. But one thing that worked today is what I do is you look for these pivot point reversals on increasing volume, and generally those work about 85% of the time. Now, that being said, as they love to say on the television, that being said, sometimes those don't work out, and those can hurt you pretty bad also. So the moral of the story is I never should have shut the computer off. I never should have stopped trading today. Because when you're up money, that's a good opportunity. And sometimes I will contradict this statement, because if you're made money in the morning and it's around noon, you probably should just keep the money. This was one of those days where that was a bad idea. That was a very, very bad idea. So what am I looking at now? I'm looking at a loss on the Netflix. I'm looking at, oof, man. What am I thinking? Oh, by the way, another stock. So anyway, with the Netflix, everyone, and with all of these stocks in general, the reason that we're just slowly grinding and dying, nobody wants to believe, really. The longs don't want to believe. The hedge fund managers can't sell, because what are they going to do? They're going to liquidate their funds, so they're stuck holding on to these stocks. Everybody's stuck. You got a Netflix, you believe in the company, you bought it at $275, this thing was at 300 and something. I don't know, what was the even high low of that stock? I don't even know. We had a 305 high, so basically we're down 100 points off the high. So you're thinking, oh, it can't go much lower. You know what? Yeah, it can. Yeah, it can. It could turn out to be one of those has-been companies. I've seen it a million times. I've even taken a breath through this entire video right now. What the hell? This guy's on Adderall right now. You know what it is? I just brewed up a nice fresh cup of coffee. Stop calling me. I drink a lot of coffee during the day. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? What? No, I'll be right back.
I would much prefer Krull.